Good afternoon, I'm Stephanie White, the Executive Director for Equality Michigan. As you probably know, the state of Michigan does not protect against sexual orientation and gender identity discrimination in our statewide legislation. However, in May of this year, our Civil Rights Commission, which is the body that is charged with enforcing those laws, had decided that they would issue an interpretive statement stating that sexual orientation and gender identity is covered under our state prohibition against sex discrimination. So, in all practical purposes, without changing our legislation, we were able to provide real protections under the law for gay and transgender Michiganders for the first time. Maybe I'll use a microphone?
Maybe I won't.
Yes. So, how did we do that in a Republican-controlled state? How did we change the way that the Civil Rights Commission acts without changing our legislation? It's a two-part answer. First part is very technical aspects of the change, right? This is the part of the work we all do and we all know. We did legal research, issued legal memorandums to them, brought in third-party validators, subject matter experts. We worked on the members of the commission, we worked the votes, we talked to people, we built relationships. We built a coalition across our state of the whole LGBT movement so we could speak as one voice to the need for this, and we controlled the media. We did a lot of op-eds and media interviews in order to set the tone. However, the real change came, I believe, through the adaptive change of how Equality Michigan changed the way we relate to the leadership structure in Michigan. So we all know the power of coming out, right? One-on-one. You come out as yourself, open and honest. You close the gap between yourself and the people who have been against us. We build honest and open relationships, and it's harder for our opposition to discriminate against us and vilify us. Well, Equality Michigan has taken this individual tactic and turned it into an organizational value. And what that means for us is that we build relationships with conservative Republicans in positions of power and organizations. I'm not talking about the far right-wing Christian Tea Party whack jobs that are going to hate us no matter what. But there's a wide swath of people who work against us and block us who wouldn't have to if they got to know us. So our organization changed the way we react or we interact with legislators and with leadership. Partly we started changing who we are. We added Republican members to our board of directors. We changed our logo from one of a pink triangle that spoke very clearly to our community to more general, a logo that was red and blue. I should have put it up there, but anyway, a logo that's red and blue that reflects our bipartisan approach. We started giving awards at our event to Republicans, right? It's caused a little bit of heartache because, yes, we grade on a curve. If you're a Republican that just doesn't suck so bad, we will give you an award. Yeah, there's a little carrot. Can you be a little bit better? And as a result, we were able to build genuine, honest relationships with the leadership in our state that gave us the opportunity to, instead of fight with them all the time, to relate to them in a genuine way. I was able to deliver a message that was actually heard to our governor's staff that said, you know that religious freedom bill you signed that said adoption agencies can discriminate against us? That really hurt. I am the mom of an adopted son, and I'm a lesbian. And the fact that you tell us in the general public that it would be better for my son to be an orphan than to be in my living home, that really hurts. So we gave them the opportunity to work with us. They wanted to have a little bit of a better reputation. And I said, well, it's going to take a lot, but let's start. Let's start with something easy. And so at the beginning of 2018, there were a couple of seats open on our Civil Rights Commission, and this administration appointed some key people who made the difference. And so when we took this up for a vote again this year, one of the governors, a couple of the people who the governor appointed actually championed our issue, pushed for it, and voted for it. And so it was not fun when we changed our orientation to the community, and the community was not happy with us. But what is really fun is we have a government agency in the state of Michigan that now respects our dignity and humanity and treats us equal under the law. That's fun.